Welcome back. I'm Chant'Elle Upshaw. The tragic loss of their child leads two Pine Belt parents to change the law and raise awareness of school bus safety.
Before Nathan's law,
it was more expensive to throw a piece of paper out and litter at that time than it was to pass a stop school bus.
Lori Key's son, Nathan, a 5-year-old, was killed by a driver who unlawfully passed his school bus in 2009. To honor their son, the Keys
have organized a nonprofit organization, and Nathan's Legacy being a national association to help another Nathan survive.
Foundation members traveled the state educating students and parents about school bus safety, with the primary focus placed on keeping students safe.
We started the foundation in order to further the cause of keeping other children safe. That's one of our primary focus.
Along with providing education, the Keys hope to provide more safety equipment.
Through donations and things made to the foundation, that we will be able to help provide safety equipment to school districts.
Through education and donations, the Keys say little Nathan's memory lives on.
I have a responsibility to make Nathan's legacy for him, which is really, really easily done because he created a legacy for himself.
Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Leslie Nash.
In other school news, USM's debate team competes against colleagues across the pond. Jasmine Butler has the story.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
The Southern Miss Debate Society takes on the British National Debate Team at the University of Southern Mississippi. Recently founded on campus, one of the Southern Miss debaters, Michael Sims, were surprised the Brits accepted the invitation.
They were touring the country, and initially we didn't think that it would be much of a possibility, but we tried. We presented the idea to the department, and they decided it would be a good idea. We were all for it initially, because who wouldn't want to see the British National Debate Team?
Because I might be black and you might be white, but we are both Americans.
They debated on the topic hate speech should be protected, something Vice President Brandon Hersey says is a vital topic.
We felt like it's a very pertinent topic, especially with the election going on right now. There's so much slander and different types of presidential rhetoric that's being thrown around, and hate speech is really becoming more of a surge with things like the Westboro Baptist Church happening every day and becoming more prevalent. So we felt like the topic was timely, so we ran with it.
Distress is real.
Etty Bailey King and Willard Foxton competed against Southern Miss students, making their first trip to Mississippi. Foxton says that they are the modern version of a British tradition.
The British National Debate Team has been going for about 100 years. It's organised by a charity called the English Speaking Union, and about 100 years ago they decided that they were going to send one team per year to America, to tour all over America and represent Britain and British interests and create a dialogue between Britain and America.
For Hub City TV, this is Jasmine Butler.
In our next story, two local colleges that normally face off on the field come together for a good cause. Hub City TV reporter Amber Travis explains.
Brings two rival schools together. Jones County Junior College and Pearl River Community College met outside of the field. The schools joined forces for the premiere of the movie Mississippi JUCOs, the toughest football league in America. Producer Mike Frascona says the film includes the best 6 of 14 JUCOs that play football in Mississippi.
Basically, the movie covers 6 of the JUCOs here in Mississippi, and it tries to tell the story of the unique aspect of Mississippi JUCO football, which is not only unique to Mississippi, but to all of America.
Frascano says he and his sons wrote a book about Mississippi JUCO football, which inspired the film.
It was just very inspiring as we interviewed the folks and got to know more and more about the league here in Mississippi and how competitive it is nationally. We said the next thing is we need to do a movie.
According to Frascano, the film displays life on JUCO's campuses.
It's not just about football. It kind of gives you a broad view of what takes place at one of Mississippi's JUCOs.
Pearl River Community College's president, William Lewis, says the movie highlights an important part of the school's culture.
We think that this is a great venture for not both of our two institutions tonight, but for all of community college football in Mississippi.
The movie can be purchased at JCJC, PRCC, and the other 6 schools mentioned in the movie. I'm Amber Travis with Hub City TV.
Speaking of unlikely combinations, one local pub and an animal shelter joined forces to help residents find their soul mutt.
For the second year, Southern Pines Animal Shelter and Keg and Barrel have joined forces for a good cause. The shelter manager, Catherine Sammons, tells that Tails and L's Find Your Soul Mutt promotes just that, matching people with homeless dogs at the shelter.
We take 10 dogs, bachelors and bachelorettes, who need to be adopted. We send them to the spa for the day, and they get fixed up, they get their nails painted, they get groomed, they get cute little outfits, and then we bring them over to Keg and Barrel, and they spend the night being introduced to the members of the public.
The Southern Pines Animal Shelter provides a home for lost or homeless animals, and this event also raises funds for the shelter. Brittany McAllister tells how they benefit from this event.
Since we are self-funded, this really helps us stay in existence at our facility. You know, if maybe there's a dog at the shelter that's having a hard time getting adopted, we can just bring them over here and give them some extra exposure.
All earnings from ticket sales go to the shelter, and 10% of proceeds made at Keg and Barrel during the event are contributed. Fundraising is necessary, but the aim of this event came down to one thing.
My goal for the end of the night is to have all 10 dogs that we brought here adopted, and plus get the word out to the community that we have wonderful dogs at the shelter that need adopting.
It's never too late to find your soul mutt. Southern Pine Animal Shelter has over 200 puppies year-round for you to adopt. For Hub City TV, this is Jasmine Butler.
It takes a variety of people to care for the animals at the Southern Pines Animal Shelter. In our next story, I introduce you to 2 such people who dedicate their time and love. Loud barks and strong bites. The Animal Humane Society states that millions of unwanted animals like these are euthanized each year. That's why the people at Southern Pines Animal Shelter work hard to keep these animals alive and well.
We here at Southern Pines, that's our goal every day, is keeping them out of there and getting them into homes.
The shelter accepts all cats and dogs, regardless of their medical condition or behavior. To save the animals, workers at the shelter encourage the public to
please help save a life and go down to your local animal shelter and adopt.
If you can't adopt, foster. April Perez, a foster mom of not 1, not 2, but
I have 7 foster puppies right now, and they all had ringworm, and I've had them for 48 days.
Perez says fostering does take time.
It's an all-day job, literally. I get up at 4:30, 5. I walk them for an hour, bring them back in, feed them, give them water.
Although it requires patience, Perez says she was meant to foster.
And I knew that this was my calling. I really did.
If you can't adopt or foster, then volunteer. Heather Cooksey is the one who doesn't mind caring for the animals.
Yeah.
I am giving my time, and I am able to give attention and love to these animals.
One of Cooksey's volunteer duties is walking the dogs.
All right, let's go walking.
It means a lot to them.
For more information on how you can adopt, foster, or volunteer, contact the Southern Pines Animal Shelter at 601-544-6632. That's our show for this semester. Until next time, you can follow us on Twitter and YouTube. Keyword Hub City TV, so miss. And remember, stay sassy, Hattiesburg.